Hi there, I'm the Lady of Nemesis and welcome back to my Let's Play of Neverwinter Last 2. Last time we rescued Chandra from the Githyanki, whose leader revealed that not only had they been trying to protect our realm from a greater threat, called the King of Shadows, our main character also has a shard lodged into their chest. Well, that's just great, isn't it? Back in Neverwinter we talked to Duncan about what happened to our mother, and Chandra joined our team of heroes. And to top it all off, our neighboring city of Luskan has accused us of mass murdering the town of Ember. According to Sir Naval, the only way for us to clear our name on Neverwinter soil is by becoming a nice square. Helping us gather evidence of our innocence is the dryly witted wizard Sand.
Yes? Don't worry, I have put Leomon's merchant elemental in my stead back at the shop. It's difficult to explain, but trust me, you'll still be able to trade there if you wish, and use the alchemy workbench. Very well. What answers do you seek? The name is familiar. I believe he was once a low-level wizard of the host tower of the Arcane, but to have him rise so high, so quickly... He must have gained a powerful patron indeed. He was cunning and had skill with the craft, but not enough to warrant this. The true rulers of Luskan? No more than any other wizard in these regions. To deal with the host tower is to invite death, either slow or quick.
What? What are we stopping for? What's wrong? You're being put on trial for killing an entire village. Doesn't that bother you? I don't see how you can be so calm about all this. You could be hanged, or worse, in Luskan. I mean, low justice in Luskan? It's really bad. Although it's not enough for anyone who attacked Ember as far as I'm concerned. I traveled there last season. The thought that everyone there is dead, it's hard to believe. I mean, there aren't any militia or soldiers there, really. If anyone attacked it, they couldn't have put up much of a fight. A few, one or two I knew really well. The quartermaster was always kind to me, although he was a little too obsessed with his logbook. Had to track every shipment in, out, along the coast, off the coast. But still, a nice person. There was Elaine, of course. She let me stay in her family's home when the roads were washed out while I was there. You know, she did quite a bit of trading herself between Ember and Port Last and the neighboring villages. I wonder if she was in Ember when it was attacked. I think checking in Port Last is probably the best thing we can do. It's the nearest town. Someone there may know something or heard something. The steward of Port Last, Hieromus, is probably one of the people we should definitely see. Although, if he thinks you're the killer, don't expect a warm reception. All right, go on and ask. Well, aside from the frequent kidnapping, yes, I suppose I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. But don't worry, I'll try to keep up. So don't trouble yourself, all right? All right. I mean, I know I haven't been around you as much as, say, Kelgar Idiot Fist.
Hey!
Calm down. Monks aren't supposed to get sensitive about things like that.
Well, Iron Fist monks are. We have our pride.
I think I need you to explain to me one more time what we're doing. We're being hunted and accused, put on trial, and you've got silver things in you.
Shards.
Yeah, shards. I got it, Sand. Thanks.
I derive pleasure from clarification, Miss Jero.
Anyway, with all that's been going on, I'm not sure I understand why it's been going on. Well, first off, the shards in you. Sorry, the shard in you and the shards you carry. Where do they come from? What are they shards of? Okay, see, that's where you start to lose me. Why is this thing inside you? And why is it broken? And what are you supposed to do with it? Kill a dragon or... And the King of Shadows is who? Like Elminster, except evil? But you're willing to keep trying to find out? You mean this Black Garius? He's also helping the King of Shadows, right? So what do those Githyanki want with you? Are they with the King of Shadows? But one of those shards is in your chest. If it comes out, you're dead. This is the most bizarre series of events I've ever heard.
Not me.
Not now, Grobnar.
All right.
So what are you going to do about all this exactly? All right. Well, as long as you don't get me killed doing it, I'll do what I can. Well, I'm glad you think so. But thanks. I appreciate the support.
What's going on?
Yeah? Something you need? No, and neither should you. You're from West Harbor. Duncan told me what happened. The Gith show up, and you killed them. And you know what? There'd be a lot less misery in the world if everyone followed that simple rule. Either stand up and fight, or be prepared to suffer. There now. Maybe I'm speaking to someone with some sense. There's learning in fighting and killing, and more in fighting for something you believe in. What would have happened if you never fought for anything? Why, you wouldn't have come all this way. Seems to me there's a strength in that, something you can learn from. And so could those fool villagers in Ember.
All done.
Yes?
Enough! I can carry no more. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
What's going on?
Indeed.
Enough! I can carry no more.
Follow me.
Indeed.
Blessings of Tyr be upon you. Sir Naval has told me of your predicament, and it so happens that I have need of a squire. This is unusual, to say the least. Usually prospective squires spend months, even years, proving themselves before they are permitted to enter the nobility. But Captain Brelena and Sir Neval both vouch for your character and your ability, and I have heard of your exploits in the city as well. Still, count yourself lucky to avoid years of caring for my horse and scouring the rust from my arms and armor. Your need is great, so I'll take you as my charge. I am Sir Grayson Corrit. My sword is sworn to Nasher, Neverwinter, and Tyr, and it falls to me to teach you chivalry, so that you will not dishonor me overmuch as your knight. The Brotherhood of Knights is one bound by the ideals of chivalry and honor, and the same goes for sisters, of course. Without honor, a knight is nothing more than an animal with a sword. To be a knight is to lead a life of duty and responsibility. We are bound by a code that prescribes our every action, to be brave and valorous in battle against your enemies, to show no fear in their presence, to be just and righteous, to embody and uphold the laws of your lord and land, to be respectful to your enemies and kind to your fellows, to protect the weak and those who cannot defend themselves. All squires have these rules impressed upon them by rote and lash, but I suspect that you are mature enough to take the lesson without the cuffing. To serve your land is to act righteously. If your cause is noble, so too are the actions you take in its name. What wouldn't you do to see your home protected? To know that your loved ones are sleeping soundly each night? Remember that in becoming a squire, you take an oath to serve Neverwinter. See that your conscience doesn't guide you down the path to treason. Knowing the code of conduct is important for a knight or squire, but living by that code is paramount. To be a knight is also to live a life of service to your lord and realm. You will be expected to perform certain duties for the crown. Given your unique circumstance, these duties will be waiting for you after the trial. However, there is one observance that cannot be postponed: the vigil. Your vigil is a time for reflection and contemplation. It is a sacred tradition. All who would become squires spend a night in the solace glade. You must spend the night alone, of course. Most choose to reflect on their vows or to ask the blessing of their gods. On the next morning, I will welcome you into our brotherhood. Come then, I will lead you to the solace glade.
Quora yet lives. You swore to me the Hostour would handle this.
We did, and we shall. I merely wished you to be here when the ritual took place, so you can see it for yourself. Have you brought what I asked?
Yes. Here is a hair from one of the pillows she slept on at the academy, and here is a thread from one of her robes she left behind as well.
Excellent. Yes, these will do. I can begin at once. But I shall also need a drop of blood from you to power this ritual.
My blood? Why?
Only from the blood of one strengthened by justice can justice be done.
Very well, but this stinks of necromancy.
Nothing of the sort. Necromancy is so obvious. No subtlety. This is something much different. I am calling an elemental, fueled by Quora herself. A reflection, if you will. Drawing from the same fire, the same blood. I think she will find this animus elemental more than a match for her.
When will it be sent after her?
Patience, my lord. Where she walks, this elemental shall soon find its way there.
Every knight and squire of Neverwinter has touched this sacred ground. To Helm, to Tempest, to Torm, and to Tyr have prayers been given. Think on that. Think on the fellowship you wish to join, Perhaps clear your mind and think of nothing. I will return in the morning, and you will greet the new day as my squire. Indeed, I take my leave of you and your thoughts.
Well, look at that. A babe in the woods, and alone. I'm starting to appreciate some knightly customs. You were expecting someone else? The knights don't break their own rules, so they won't insult your honor by checking up on you. The Cassaveers of this world can't think creatively. I, on the other hand, don't have such limitations. I came to see if you actually want to spend the night alone like a good little squire. How often do the people you know roll you in the grass, clawing at your clothes, biting at your skin, impatient to make the acquaintance? That and everything you've seen in your wildest dreams, your ladyship. One last time, yes or no, or I will let you sort your feelings out after I have my way with you. I should have just kissed you while you were staring at me. No talking anymore. No talk. By the 9 hells! Lace up, girl! We've got company!
Look whom this little bird has brought along. Why, I can already hear all that extra gold clanking in my pockets.
The problem with bounties is that you have to kill first to collect them, fool.
That wouldn't be the problem, Bishop. That would be the pleasant part.
I'll have a good laugh over that with your corpse. Damn, but we're lucky we didn't get that far, or they'd have killed 2 birds with 1 stone.
Excellent. Let the entertainment begin.
Appio novo.
Eleme Vakreni.
And here comes the dawn. We should have killed them quicker. Well, girl, next time you can shake off your motley band, just whistle. We've got some unfinished business here. Didn't your useless uncle tell you that I am a smuggler? So I happened to rub a few Luskins the wrong way while in business. That's all. Don't forget that they came after you, ladyship, not after me. Here, their leader has something for you. A souvenir. You figure it out. Have fun explaining to your knight how you won against those odds.
What happened? No doubt they caught wind of our plan, and saw this as their last chance to judge you as they wished. Either way, their efforts have failed, and that is all that matters. I take you as my squire, and bind you to the service of the throne of Neverwinter. This title also admits you into the nobility, for truly, there can be no charge nobler than protecting one's home from those who would threaten it. Come, Nasher should be informed of your change in station.
Sir Grayson, a pleasure to see you.
It is my honor to serve, my lord.
What brings you here? You look troubled.
My lord, it has come to my attention that this woman stands accused of murder and is to be given over to Luskan for trial.
What you have heard is true. Is that why you are here?
I am here because this woman is my squire and must be tried by your hand and the will of the gods alone.
What is this nonsense? This knight has no squire.
I would choose your words carefully, Ambassador, lest I think you are accusing one of my knights of speaking lies.
I only hear the words of a man shielding a murderer.
Then let the accused speak. What say you? Does my knight speak truly? Are you his squire? Then it is true. That means this squire will be tried here, Ambassador, not within Luskan's walls.
There is no justice in this, but I was a fool to expect justice in Neverwinter.
Seeing that gloating smile strip from her face pleases me more than you will know. But this has bought only a little more time. Time we cannot afford to waste. We must find the truth of what happened at Ember, and quickly. But you cannot do so here. You have my leave to depart Neverwinter, provided you give your word to return for the trial. Travel to Port Last. Someone there can guide you to Ember. Then return with whatever you can that will prove your innocence.
It would be wise to speak to Hieromos in Port Last. He is said to be a fair man and vigilant of his people and the lands around. We'll see.
You are to be congratulated on joining the service of Neverwinter and its knights. Serve Neverwinter, and it will serve you. For now, go to Port Last. It should be marked upon your map. Once there, see about visiting Ember as well. Keep your resolve. I am confident you will expose the truth of this matter soon enough, and after this trial, I will have more duties for you.